My name's Nancy, and I come from Washington State in the U.S.
My name is Bruce, same, Washington State in the United States. For me, it started off being more of a vacation. We kind of planned it with some relatives to walk the Camino, but I think as we walk more, and we're a Christian group, we begin to see more of the significance of it from a religious perspective. And so kind of both a vacation, but also spiritual meaning.
Yeah, I would say just the beauty of the area just feels like you're experiencing God in a different way. And having time alone on the road where you have a lot of quietness and time to reflect. I think because there's a lot of reasons for people to do it. There's not one reason. Everybody has their own motivation for doing it, and I think it changes also as you do it. So I think that's why it talks to so many people. Some people just want to do it to get stronger and challenge themselves, and some people are on more of a spiritual pilgrimage, and some are doing both, you know, so
Yeah, I'd say the same thing. I mean, it started off being 80% vacation and 20% spiritual. Now maybe it's more half and half. So it's still a significant accomplishment to do that in one's life, but also you get to see a spiritual meaning, and you can see a lot of spiritual applications in the walk.
I think it was really easy. We've been to Spain 2 years ago, and Portugal by ourselves, not speaking the language, and the people have just been wonderful. This trip we had people that spoke Spanish, so it helped. But I think everybody was really willing to work with us on the language, and could understand us pretty well.
Pretty well. When we stayed in bigger cities 2 years ago, and more people speak English, less here, but we were able still to kind of communicate. And like I said, I'm a cafe non leche or whatever.
Yeah, we don't know what. Yeah.
So they kind of know what we're talking
about. They've made an effort to know our language, I feel. Yes, yes. Well, I hope it's positive. It is for us walking it. Every little hamlet we go into, every place that we stayed, and especially coming out of COVID, we feel like it's helping the people here along with us. But it's we're being able to give to the country and help support in a time that it's been very hard for people.
I would hope so too. I'm not sure how the local farmers in that field, but they seem to be very helpful. We had a couple that was with our group that got lost, and a farmer happened to be driving his tractor down the road, and he got off his tractor and helped point the right way they wanted to go and stuff like that. So I think people are pretty receptive to have us walking through their yards and stuff. It would be kind of hard, but to have some kind of maybe a little restrooms periodically. Sometimes you go around a tree or a bush and there's toilet paper all over the place. That's kind of hard, but I get it. I don't know what the option would be.
But we found some beautiful places too, where we had to. And there were some outhouses along the way at a certain times too, that we didn't have to go into a restaurant. So I appreciated those also. So there were some, and because that was a big concern of mine, how that was going. That's a real life issue. So So anyway, it's worked out. I feel.
I think there's enough cafes along the way to have a bite to eat and some coffee or juice or a beer if you want, or whatever. So.
And no one's even been. Don't use our bathrooms. It's been very welcoming, and nobody, watching you. So I felt very welcomed that way too.